Hello, everyone. Welcome to Far From Just Words. The topic for today is why the hate on Muslim states. Why is the West always at the backyard of Muslim states? They are bombing them, they're destabilizing them. Some of them haven't been able to recover from what America and the West has done to them over time. Some of them, their children may have to suffer for decades upon decades to ever get to where their parents were. Their parents may never even see the day that their country comes back to where it is. We can name examples. There's Syria, there's Libya, there's this, there's so many countries. Let's look at these things from a perspective of a common man or a common woman. If you've ever lived in any country where there is a Muslim and you have a Muslim friend, or you live in a country where there are Muslims, you'll notice something about their characteristics. Sometimes some of these characteristics could be attributed to their religion or their cultural backgrounds, or the family he grew up in or she grew up in, the environment they grew up in, because most of them, they like to be in groups. You'll notice that the Muslim man doesn't really get scared. He doesn't really get he doesn't get easily frightened by your threats. That those are one of the common things you see about the characteristics as you walk around with them. They believe there's life and there's death. And if you cross my path, I have to cross yours. And if you attack me, I have to attack you back, because I don't see why you should do that to me, because I didn't do it to you. And some of these things are embedded in their cultures and in their cultures. And so this goes back to what the Westerners hate. They see it as arrogance, they see it as pride. But then, if we want to see it as pride, is it something that is bad? That a man decides to defend his home, a man decides to create laws and rules in his own home, that his children, his wife, anyone under his roof has to move by those rules. Is that so bad? But this is what is bad. What is bad is when they want you to obey them like the master and you refuse. Then they see you as a threat. And that becomes a point where they have to bomb you, they have to destabilize your government, lie to your people, tell stories about your people. But since they have agents and people in your country, long before that bombing, they'll bring out documents and videos and stuff to convince the people, propaganda. And before you know, the whole citizens, just like Maduro and the Venezuelans, on the street happy. They'll bring out nonsense, while under the table they have a reason. And to those that are always happy when there is a foreign intervention in your country, I would like to tell you something. When next you're happy on your bed, when next you're happy, ask yourself this question: what are you going to lose this time around? What are you going to lose this time around? Are you going to lose your oil? Are you going to lose your bauxite? Are you going to lose your reserves? Are you going to lose your family members? Are you going to lose your cattle, your farmland? What are you going to lose? Ask yourself those questions. Because no man travels the amount of miles that those planes come from for nothing. There's no free lunch. And remember something too. There's a saying that most of us know. The devil you know is better than the angel you don't. To conclude, religion has always been something that is worrisome to an adult African as we get older and as we learn more about ourselves. Because the Christian, the pastor is getting rich off the offerings of the common man, then boast about the planes and the cars he buys and the lands he buys with the offerings of some poor man or woman somewhere. Then on the other hand, the Muslims always seem to have it all figured out. Then one of them is gets into trouble and all the rest are watching, like what is happening in Iran. But all of this is not always the problem of religion. Though religion is one of the things that have separated our countries. But these days, we have one religion that is destroying nations. Politics. Politics is one religion, or I might call a denomination, that has destroyed countries around the world, that has destroyed nations that could be on their feet, like Norway, like Sweden, like many other countries that are enjoying, that citizens are enjoying their countries. And sometimes when they don't want you around, it's not because they hate you, it's just because they don't want to get involved in your nonsense and all that other bullshit. I mean, at least if a Swedish guy or a Norwegian sits in his country in his father's house and calls me the N word and say all the N word, I mean, there's no one there to see him. At least he's joking or he's not joking. That is his problem. But now when he sees you around, he can't say that anymore and he feels like he has the right to because it's his country. But if the politicians in your countries were doing as well as theirs, you'll be in your country, enjoying your work. You will actually be what we call your father's land. And politics has destroyed us, both from the developed countries to the underdeveloped countries. The underdeveloped countries easily get swayed and convinced that siphoning money and wealth and keeping the rest poor and begging makes them powerful. While the developed countries believe that any other one should be under them. And when your no becomes really no, then you're destroyed. And who always suffers when two big animals are fighting? The grass. I think those are one of the reasons that the Muslim states are attacked. They are attacked because their politics doesn't seem to resemble the politics that the world wants it to be. Thank you very much. This is Far From Just Words.